In this video, I attempt the last podium challenge with everyone's favorite Formula 1 driver, Nikita fucking Mazepin.
Towards turn 4 and that's off, and that looks like a hat, and it could have been Nikita Mazepin.
There are a couple of rules to this challenge, the first one being 25% race, 0% AI. Silverstone because it's the fastest track for the AI. I must pit halfway through the race on lap 6, and I must be lapped on lap 1. And we use realistic cars. So without any further ado, here we go. So here we go then. 5 lights are away, and away we don't go. Because we have no reason to do anything right now. We speed this up because it's boring footage. We're just waiting, trying to keep as much distance as much distance left on the track as possible. As now, Verstappen is rounding the final turns of Silverstone, and we need to get some heat into the tires. Quickest way to do it is obviously just spin and get the rears up to 88, 90, that area. But here then they come, and we let Verstappen go by. We are lapped now by the lead car.
Blue flag.
And very slowly we wait to all the cars needs to go. And when Latifi has gone past, it is time to get this underway. A lap down, 13 laps in total, and immediately onto the inside of Latifi. And a very important thing to note is that on the straights, regardless of what AI you use, the cars are still fast. So it's only in the corners that they are very, very slow. So sometimes when you play on 0% for fun, it seems that they are brake checking you, but in reality they are just slow to the corners.
Honestly, is he a fucking prick or what?
Yeah, I don't think Russell was happy with my little bump on him there. I think he might have damaged his wing a bit. But we tried to dive on Raikkonen, but he closed the door. Even on 0%, the Iceman is still a very experienced driver. And you see now 0% AI, battery, slipstream, and I'm barely catching this Aston Martin. So on the straights they are still flying. And you see in the corners, as we overtake Ocon there, they are extremely slow. And here we have a triple dive bomb with a little slide on the end. And we almost touch Sonoda there. I don't think he gets damage, but we get away with it. So now we are on lap 2. And we have to pit on lap 6, as I said, halfway through the race. And we are already up to the McLarens and the Ferraris of Sainz and Ricciardo. Quick overtaking here, nothing fancy. But we need, once we get past Verstappen, we need to put as much distance as we possibly can on these tires. Because the first couple of laps on the softs will be very good, but then they will drop off as they do on Silverstone. But on the inside we go now into, I think this is called the Hamilton straight now, into Copse Corner, also should be called Hamilton Corner now. On the inside of, or the outside of Norris, depending on how you look at the corner, into Maggots and Beckett, we overtake the McLaren, and we have a Red Bull and Mercedes left, or 2 Mercedes. Bottas is left to overtake. So now we have a lot of ground to make up in order to catch the now back markers, Latifi, Schumacher, Giovinazzi. We overtake on Bottas down the inside, and now we have Hamilton and Verstappen within our sight. Verstappen puts down a 141.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Now it's time. Here we see Hamilton here. Dive on the inside.
Blue flags. Nope, you're racing him. He's yet to stop.
So Hamilton, unaware of the flying Haas that is right now trying to unlap itself. Verstappen is still so fucking quick. Like, even think about this. This is 0% AI, and on Silverstone he is flying. I expect to overtake him, but look at how far ahead he is compared to the rest of the field. Like, he's cracked on this game. But now we have unlapped ourselves, and we need to pit on lap 6. So within these 3 laps, we need to absolutely demolish these tires to get the most out of them. And the footage is sped up here by 1000%. There's no need to waste time here. If I could speed it up more, I would, but then it just gets too choppy. Well, we are now on lap 6, and when we finish this lap, as you can see, mediums, I think the highest tire is 14%, and we did what we could on the tire, and now we are going to the soft. A very safe pit entry there. I could have gained a bit more time, but no need to get an unnecessary penalty here, so it's just time to keep going. Looking for a good pit stop here. The guys need to be on alert here. Let's see what we get. We get a 3-second stop. Not good, but not bad, but at least it's not Bottas in Monaco level. Yeah, at least we are not removing these tires on Tuesday. So now we have the softs back on, and we have this lap and a couple more to go. And we need to make good use of these. As you see, I think Bottas and Perez have boxed, and Verstappen and Hamilton are still following. Now, it's time to speed up this footage as well, because this is just us trying to catch the back markers, and they are fighting a bit. So we are gonna make quick time of them. As you can see on the track map there, we are not too far from them now. I think on lap 9 is where the overtaking begins. And if you do this challenge, it's not that hard to catch up to them, but the Haas is so understeery. And I have experience with this car because I have the Road to Glory thing with Haas. So my setup, I had fiddled with it a bit in time trial, and it was a bit understeery. But now on lap 9, we are halfway through. We are P19. Leclerc had DNF'd, unfortunately for him, and we have caught up to Latifi. He does a little defense there, and we overtake the GOAT.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. The time last lap was a 2-minute 10.1.
So before Jeff interrupts me yet again, we overtake Schumacher into Maggots and Beckett's, the two Haas cars going wheel to wheel, and we have caught up to I guess not the pack. These guys are still a bit way too far behind the Alpines and the McLarens. I don't know why. Nothing has really happened to them. And we dive down the inside here. So we are heading into lap 10, 11, 12 and 13. We have 4 laps to go. And we are only P15 right now. So are we gonna get a couple of cars more into this this straight here? I doubt it, but they are very close here. Maybe if we catch a little bit of slipstream down the straight, and overtake into the upcoming corners, and we managed to find a lot of time. You see how slow the AI is here. Vettel and Stroll. Are we gonna dive down the inside? They are making us lose time right now on Verstappen, who is flying away. Look at Verstappen and Hamilton. They are rounding the final corners right now, and we are still into Maggots and Beckett's. We need to improve our speed here. Ocon defends his racing line into Maggots and Beckett's. We overtake on a very unusual line, even more so on the Alpha Tauri of Tsunoda. We get DRS, but the DRS on a Haas doesn't matter. A boat is still a boat. And into the final sector here, we have Alonso, the Alpine, goes defensive. We move down the inside. We have another Alpha Tauri here. And unusual overtaking place here, even more so. I guess if I was Christian Horner, every corner would be an unreasonable corner to overtake on. But lap 11, we are now P8. We have a couple of McLarens, a couple of Ferraris, or one Ferrari, 2 Red Bulls, 2 Mercedes cars. Let's see what we can do here. We don't have that much time left.
Tyres are 1 lap old. The time last lap was a 1:45.4.
So I need to stop asking Jeff so much shit when I'm playing the game. But Ricardo tries to dive back on the inside. We close the door, and the AI takes the corner so slow. So Ricardo has nothing to worry about right now. The softs are burning up very, very quickly when you're pushing on them. So right now I'm throwing the car into the corners, and I'm losing time on that. So we need to improve on that. But we have a couple of cars left to go. If you take a look at the track map, we have 2 laps to go after we cross the finish line. And look at how far away Hamilton and Bottas, or Hamilton and Verstappen is. Unreasonable amount of speed. We managed a rainbow lap there, green, red and purple. We overtake Sainz. Arguably that was outside of the track. I don't know why that let it happen. It is on strict strict cornering rules. Otherwise you can just abuse this. We overtake Norris, and we have Perez, Bottas, Lewis and Verstappen ahead. You really feel the tire wear and how front limited this circuit is. You can see the difference on the front and the rears. But we have Perez in our sight now, and we almost rear end him as we try to take the normal line into Copse. But nevertheless, we managed the overtake. We have Bottas in sight here. We're not gonna get DRS, we understeer a bit. Tire temps are probably flying right now. Who cares? We have a Mercedes car in our sight. We need to get this. And crossing the finish line now, it will be the last lap. Are we gonna be able to score a first place? We have right now managed a podium while being lapped with Mazepin in a Haas car. But can we get the win? Verstappen and Lewis are on their way onto the straight right now. So we can see them to the left there. We need to catch back up. Remember, in the straights there is no difference in the AI. They are just as fast as a maxed out. It's in the corners that we need to make up time, and now we have a little bit lower temps. We have not been pushing. We got a purple first sector. We managed to keep on the optimum line, and get some time back. We are getting closer and closer to Hamilton. Are we gonna be able to catch them? Verstappen is pulling away from Hamilton even more on the final lap. Where is he finding his pace? Into maggots and beckons we are about to go, and Verstappen is already on the straight. It's insane how much pace he has in that Red Bull. We don't get DRS on the final lap. We almost spin out there. We get a green second sector. We see Hamilton inside. Verstappen is long gone. Are we gonna be able to get Lewis into the final corners of this race? He's slowing down, he's slowing down, he's slowing down. Are we gonna get the biggest dive bomb of the year? Yes, we are. We managed to keep it between the white lines. Total's probably going crazy right now. We block Hamilton off and we are gonna get a fucking P2.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense pressure to take a well-earned victory here at the British Grand Prix.
Fucking hell, Verstappen is just too quick. I quite enjoyed commentating like that, and it was fun making this video. It's a big difference in videos that I'm usually used to making. But if you liked this video and you would like to see more content like this, please like the video, subscribe, tell me what you think of it in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Have a good one, guys. See you next time. Peace.